Okay, finally, hello, greetings, and welcome everyone to this full clear series of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I am Jeff the Christian Gamer, and we are finally getting into this bad boy. We had a little bit of logistical issue in getting this together here. What I'm going to go ahead and do is jump into my secondary account. I have been playing through on my primary account, and I've gotten ridiculously far, like 80 hours worth, and I just want to make sure that we get this played all the way through again for those who enjoyed my last full clear situation. So here we go. Side note for those who will be catching this series for the first time, I would just like to state that my general, I guess, vibe to this full clear is going to be as professional as I am allowed to be, and as fun as I am allowed to be as well. Just, you know, this is more of a relaxed playthrough than anything else. I will give you my tips and tricks for getting through the game. I will be beating every single mission. Finally, my previous full clear series was cut short because of, we'll say, issues. Things fell apart, crashing, death, doom, destruction, all that. But we are back, so let's go ahead and get into this thing. I do not talk during cutscenes unless there is something interesting that comes up in my head with relation to the story. I will not be spoiling anything, but yeah, while the characters are talking in the cutscenes, I will not be talking generally. Also, the addition of my face is because I'm using OBS Studio. Yeah, if it gets too much in the way, I may end up omitting my face again, but for the time being, this is the format that we're going with. Also, good to finally be back. How are you guys? How have you been over these past many years where I haven't been able to play my favorite game? And such. Like, how's life? How you feeling? I know things are crazy in the world right now, but yeah, how you feeling? Throw that in the comments.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The Coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us, literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of real-time sound balancing. There we go. That should be a little bit better. But yeah, holy crap. The first thing you notice with this game is the graphical interface. The graphics and the interface have been changed and upgraded. You can actually read what is going on in the UI, which is a stark change from the original game. Yeah, just generally more awesome. Alright, as is customary with literally all of the games that I play, I will be the tallest person I can be. Let's see. And blackety black is how I decide to play whenever I can. Let's see, no freckles, none of that mole stuff. Let's see, for the hair, ordinarily I will go for a ponytail situation. There we go. What is going on here? What is going on here? Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's cool. That works. Oh. Okay. And let's see, for the eyes, I usually go for the Android-looking ones for obvious reasons. Well, for those of you that don't know, there are obvious reasons that I will talk about later. I noticed the pigmentation on the skin is a little more intricate as well. Huh. Alright. Good job, folks. My secondary color... Oop, I did that backwards. Normally I make my color 1 into something interesting. I'll go with a... I guess a lighter blue-green situation, maybe a purple. Yeah, I don't remember what color I made them in my main playthrough. We'll just assume blue for the time being. Unless there's a color I like more when I scroll through here. Nope, blue's where it's at. Alright, no eyeshadow. I do tend to make my lip color very neutral. So right in there. And no face paint. Voice, I usually go for heroic or classic. Let's see. It does not let me. Let's go to a lighter hollow field. Okay, now I can see things.
Nice job. Hey, shall we?
Ah, here we go. That's my normal. All right. Yay for safe passwords.
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece.
Did not shine the light in my eyes, though. Just saying.
Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate. Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours? You don't even remember your own name? It must be the stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
Alrighty, the standard name.
Good, there we go. What else you remember? It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move?
No, everything's broken.
We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first, you'll be needing a weapon.
Ooh-wee.
There you go.
It's a long
All right,
day, man.
let's get going.
Oh, by the by, I'm going to be skipping most of these Elma's advice situations or tutorial stuff. If you need to read them or whatever, I'll give a couple of seconds, but generally speaking, I'll jump out of it fairly quickly. By the way, I already know that there's not much in this area at all, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rolling at this area so we can get to our first fight.
Most of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you? You know, the L002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget. I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Alright, defense time. Alright, so first thing about combat that I tend to like to emphasize is that in order to do the most damage, you want to switch periodically from one weapon to another. The optimal, the optimal way to do so differs from class and weapon to weapon, but yeah.
You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know. Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
Yay, foreshadowing. Yep, soul voices are a thing. Hitting soul voices is, generally speaking, kind of difficult starting out, but it gets really easy later.
Yes, but I won't stop there.
Yay, level 2. One thing that I will emphasize as a person who has played through this game quite a few times is you want to collect as many of these crystal items as possible. They will always be useful for missions, especially later on in the game where you have a need to collect certain items for certain people for rewards. The more things you collect while you're tooling around the world, the better chance you have of having the items that you need without having to run around and find them.
I'll start things at range. Shadow strike.
One thing I may end up doing as time goes on and my editing skills get better is I will kind of fast forward through these battles so you guys don't have to watch the entire thing, but for this game, for this particular episode, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we go through all the battles, and so you can see what I'm doing to swap between my weapons. In fact, whenever I change my class, I'll see if I can get a good couple of fights where I show you guys how I switch between weapons to optimize damage.
Very well. Let's see what you've got.
I think I just made a mistake.
Shadow strike. I can't move.
We'll see in a moment, though.
We're gaining ground. I need recovery.
My friend is definitely
Hey! I can't move.
going to kill me.
Chrome armor. I warned you. You have to hold out. Heal me.
Alright, Elma.
Light.
Help me, please. Help me, please. Don't die this early in the game.
Do some damage. Shadow strike. Ready? Too bad.
Yeah, we made it. Oh,
Spectacularly done. We got
holy
it.
bananas. With 19 HP left. Okay, so I should probably be fighting level 2s at this point because Elba doesn't pull enough aggro to hold on to aggro while we're fighting. So we'll stick with level 1s and 2s.
I'm attacking. Move it out. It's my turn. Flying slinger. Scream edge. Success. Nice work.
Alright. One more fight and then we're gonna go ahead and progress the story a bit.
Shadow strike.
Get done with this prologue chapter.
Flying slinger. Assault hammer.
Oh, with status effects like topple and daze and stuff like that, I tend to wait until the very, very last moment to activate them again so that you get the most out of the effect, the most damage you can get out of it, etc. Also, catch all those yellow squares that you can, all those boxes that you can, because those will come in handy as well. You'll get everything from items that you need to restore surveillance in the world, and okay, as well as a bunch of experience points and money.
Assault hammer. Now, aim for the top of the enemy. Split edge. Sliding slinger. Shadow strike. Upper hand. Spectacularly done. We got him. Let's move.
Oh, another sidebar. Basically what I'm going to be doing is making sure that I am progressing through the story, but I'm also going to be doing essentially all the side missions that I can, all of the green side missions that I can. You'll know what green side missions are very soon if you haven't already played through this game, but I'm going to go through the green missions every chapter, as many as I can, so that we stay up to date on the missions, because they very quickly get out of hand and you end up having to do a ton of missions in order to get to the next chapter if you don't fill those missions in as you go. So yeah, again, the name of this game, especially to be efficient, is clean as you go, I guess is the best way to put it. Clear out all the missions that you can as you go along, so that the game itself is easier to clear, and it is also less stressful to look around and find the quest that you need.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
Textures are better. Draw distance might be longer. The sky whale.
Pretty wild, huh?
Indeed.
They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
This game is astonishingly beautiful. Good job, Monolith.
We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home. Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
I remember the first time I played through this game, I did not appreciate how much she undersold the monsters down there. And jumping into a situation where there's a bunch of level 8s and 10s when you're level 3 was not fun at all. At any rate, my suggestion would be to take the land bridge as well. One change that I had to get used to in this game was nice. Was the fact that you don't have to tap the button anymore to gather treasure. You just kind of hold the button. It is refreshing in a way, but it's also a little bit confusing when you're getting back into the game after a while. One thing that in battle I try to make sure that I'm doing at all times is destroy all appendages. The appendages basically give you better loot than just attacking the body would. Oh, there's also battle commands. I always kind of default to concentrate fire, at least until you get your skill and the weaponry for that. Right. Oh, by the by, please do not fight this level 4 fellow. He will, make short work of you. Don't ask me how I know that. Oh, first soul voice missed. But I don't have any auras yet.
Success! Nice work. Very well. Let's engaging. Lay down some fire for me. I have the shot. Firing! Assault hammer! Now's your chance. Fire on them to topple them.
Oh, messed up that rotation.
Gaining ground. I need recovery. I should heal up first. Shadow strike. Split edge. Success. Now move in. Now, my effort is its own reward.
Alright, we got advanced iron blades.
Stagger them with a melee attack. I'll stagger them. Slide nice. Move in and do some damage. Ready? Too bad. Now, aim for the toppled enemy. Flame grenade. Slit edge.
Also, whenever you get done destroying those appendages, it always kind of defaults to the body again,
Nice work.
which is fantastic. Just kind of saves you some time and energy.
Very well. Let's engaging. Lay down some fire for me. I have the shot. Firing. Slide. Slither. Shadow strike. Slit edge. Now's your chance. Fire off with the tumbling bird. That's intensive. Move in and keep the rhythm going. See how you like this? Slide. Spectacularly done. Nice work.
Alrighty. I think I remember being able to get to this particular item, but not yet. Yeah, not yet. But yeah, basically just needed enough fights to get high enough level that things are fairly easy to fight. I'm not going to emphasize fighting too much in this particular playthrough because if you are beating the missions, then you will... If you are beating the missions, then you will more than likely be over-leveled by around mid-game.
Assault hammer! Now! Aim for the toppled enemy! Slit edge! Roger. Appendage destroyed. Move in and flame grenade! Ready? Too bad! That's it! Melee strike!
Alrighty then. Now let's see if we can avoid those fights until we get to the gate. Actually, I'm gonna run and grab this item as well.
Strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet.
What a weird snoring noise. Grab one or two more fights before we get over there.
Now it's my turn. Move in and do some damage. Flame grenade. Side flash. Roger. Spectacularly done. Nice work. Very well. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee. I'll stagger them. A slide axe. Move in and do some damage. Roger. Split edge. That's it. Melee strikes. Upper hand. Flame grenade! Sliding success! Nice work.
Perfectly timed jumps are wonderful.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The White Whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the West Gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside. Grexes. Riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
Why not?
Look who's joined us. Shadow strike!
Man. Missed that initial.
Scream and appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Side got it. I won't stop there. Got it. Sliding. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Roger. Split edge. That's it. Shadow melee strikes. Side flash. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Upper hand. Ready? Too bad. Now's your chance. Fire on them to topple them. Scream edge.
There we go.
It's It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
Alrighty. I'm not sure what that noise is. She did say a freight elevator. And I still went to the front gate anyway. Alrighty.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may. New LA is our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
Alright, let's save that progress. Alright, I think that is the end of this first video. Thank you guys so much for watching the prologue of Xenoblade Chronicles X. I am Jeff the Christian Gamer, and I'll catch you next time. Please do all of the fantastic YouTube-y things like subscribe, share, all that jazz, and I'll catch you guys next time.